All right, everybody, what's going on? What's going on? Um, this is talk number two. Um, Fatherhood. All right, I want to talk about fatherhood today. Um, and the importance of fatherhood. Right. You might have to excuse me because I don't know, I may be coming down with something or whatever, but I still wanted to come and share my thoughts on it. So I want to kind of go back to um, when I first found out I was going to be a father. Okay. I was 23 years old, and I was broke. I was still in college and everything, man. Just grinding, and I met someone, and we got to know each other, and next thing you know, got a baby on the way. My baby girl, she on the way. So several thoughts went through my mind when I first found out, up until the point of the baby actually coming into his world. The main thing, the main emotion that I was experiencing was just fear, right? Fear, just the uncertainty of it all, where we're gonna live, where am I gonna work at? I need money, I need diapers, I need this, I need that, and it was a very traumatic experience. Well, I won't say traumatic. That's not the right word I want to use for that. It was just a very eye-opening experience, and it definitely humbled me and definitely matured me quick. You can ask anybody that know me, and they'll tell you I'm a generally mature kind of guy. But it's something about them kids, man, that really, really will mature you. So that's what it did, man. And I eventually found a job. Eventually, pretty much started my life. Started my my life of fatherhood. My life of excuse me, man. I need a cough drop or something. But my life of kind of being a teenager and kind of fending for myself was over. And it almost felt like within a blink of an eye, right? But I say all that to say that fatherhood is extremely important. Now being a parent, period, is very important. Now, don't get me wrong, but I'm speaking on behalf of fatherhood. Okay, it's very important. Kind of be off topic real quick. I saw a meme yesterday, and it said, it's crazy because men work hard all their life to put a roof over their head, but later on in life, the house can be called grandma house. That was funny, but it was deep at the same time, but it was funny. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, fatherhood is very important. I can kind of go back to the way I came up and, kind of start to see similarities and see the effects of how I came up and how I lived my life as a father, right? So, me coming up, man, it was just me, my sister, and my mom, right? It was just us three. I never really knew my father. Never really knew him. I never really knew my father, and I probably maybe had a few words with him throughout my 31 years on this earth. And that's significant. That really kind of made me have a certain type of attitude when it came to having kids, right? mean, because I never thought about even having kids. That was something I never thought about. Literally, the first time I ever started having those thoughts was when I found out we were expecting. Literally, the first time. So that just goes to show how quickly life can jump on you, man. Just, I mean, yeah. I made certain decisions that led to that, but still, I mean, nobody never really goes into those kind of situations expecting a certain result, right? I mean, we all know what could potentially happen, but nobody never really goes into that with that being the goal, right? But it was just me, my mom, and my sister. And this story is very similar to a lot of other family members, and we kind of all grew up as one, right? But that definitely made me who I am. Former President Barack Obama, in his book, I think it was called The Audacity of Hope. This is autobiography. He had a line in there, man, and it really hit me. He said, I was shaped more by my father's absence than his presence. That's deep. And I mean, I feel that way 100,000%. I was shaped more by my father's presence than his absence. I'm sorry. I was shaped more by my father's absence than his presence. I mean, that's deep, And, all of my other male cousins, man, I think we all came up to be some pretty good fathers, man. Considering all of the obstacles that we had, being exposed to all the different things that you would get exposed to living in the inner city, we still came out in pretty good shape. So I can definitely give a sincere thank you to my mama, my aunts, especially my grandma, definitely my grandma. Those women definitely shaped how I see the world, so I can be, and as a result, I can definitely be kind of compassionate at times, because of how I came up, and I think it's a lot of that has to do with my natural way of living life as well, but so I didn't really have a lot of male influence, growing up. Really, I mean, I didn't have a lot of male teachers. My uncles, they were kind of in different states and stuff like that, in different areas, so I didn't really get a lot of chance to kind of hang out with them either, right? But I will say that the three men that definitely molded who I am today as well would be James Evans Sr., Judge Philip Banks, and Officer and Sergeant Carl Winslow. You know what I mean? Good Times, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Family Matters. Those men, or those ideas of men, definitely shape the way I look at life. It shaped the way I view relationships, and the importance of having a strong male leader in the household. Because it's crazy. You look at those three different situations. Of course, you got James Evans down at the bottom, scrubbing and scrounging and trying to find ways to take care of his family, being a man like that. He was a strong patriarch, so that was kind of like on on a extreme side of patriarchy, right? Strong man. You can feel his energy when you walk into the room. You can feel that masculine energy when you walk into the room. You can feel that masculine energy when he talk. You know what I mean? And it look like he got a strong ass handshake. You know what I mean? And then you have, Carl Winslow. Carl Winslow, I would say he's on the other side of the extreme, on the more compassionate side. But when it came time to be a man, when it came time to be strong, masculine, be a man of your convictions, have confidence, and just tell everybody what it is, he did that. And I think a lot of who I am is similar to his father's style, his parenting style. And then obviously you had Philip Banks. Philip Banks was a very strong man too. And in fact, his character used to, be militant. Used to run with the Black Panthers, and was about the people. You know what I mean? And that came out a lot too, in different scenes. But I can definitely say that who I am is closer to Carl Winslow. And it's crazy because, like I said, that was how I viewed the family. That was how I viewed relationships. And it's weird because none of that was really going on in reality, coming up day in and day out. There wasn't a lot of male presence and a lot of male influence in my life, in my actual life. So, I would go to that alternate reality and, soak up game from those surrogate fathers. It's deep, man. But yeah, I just want to speak on that. I've been at it for a minute. It says 12 minutes right now. So I think I'm gonna end it right here. Let me know what kind of upbringing y'all had. I mean, I really want to know. It's very important. I mean, and then kind of think about how your upbringing influences the way you are now. And yeah, let me know. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of share that. About to go take care of some business. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.